it's hard to really talk about the work or talk about my process without seeing it, seeing me in the dance. And it is really a dance for me. I look at a work, my friends talking about the process versus product, the end result, looking at a piece of painting, and I often love it sometimes for a very short time, it's short-lived, and then I love it for about a day, if that. And then I'm off to the next piece because I hate it, and I can't wait to get a blank piece of paper and start the whole process over again. Well, that's kind of the way it works in fine art. But in children's books, the process is a little longer because you have this manuscript that is, it's the beginning of the process. I like to look at it, think of it as the author has provided these, in weaving, these strands. But in order to make it a full cloth, you have to weave through it and to bind it together. And that's what the illustrator does. He comes in and weaves those spaces. And so in doing so, what I have to do is I have to go out and do some research. I have to kind of make sure that when a child opens my book, they're transported, because I've done my homework. In that process, I'm going to, one, go through the whole process of this storyboard, the thumbnail sketches, and then the dummy book process of looking with, after the thumbnails, you have this thing that is now in scale of the book. I want to know what the manuscript, the words are going to look like with my images, and so that wonderful marriage and balance of image and words. And then the next part is the research, then heading to the library, which I love, and I spend hours in the stacks in the picture department looking at the images, and then even more so, going out there to the area. And I'm one of the illustrators that will actually go to the location. So if it's in Mississippi, I will hop on a plane and go to Mississippi for the little Cliff and the Porch people to find out what the lives of that community, what's that community like, what's that world of the Mississippi Delta. I get there and I'm trying to get to the point where I'm smelling it, that I have dug so deep and uncovering this stuff. So the more I realize that there's nothing up here, that I have to put it there. I have to fill that void. And filling the void is the part of love. I love filling the void. I love going out there and finding all that information and putting it all up there, and so then I can put it out. And then once I put it out there, it's there, and so then after that process of finding the research, doing the research, then I have to find my models. These are real life people. And so to go and pick out that child, and saying, she's going to be great, or he's going to be fantastic for this book, for this character that I envisioned, and what this character looks like, and what the size and characteristics and the posture and expressions and all that perfect character, and then going through that process of taking the photographs and dressing up, and sometimes these books will take several hours or several days, and then I end up in the studio. And that's my favorite place in all the world to be, to go and bring this to life, to have all the research in front of me, all the photographs that I've taken, and just sit down with that which is in my head that I filled to overflowing, and then put it all out there, and hopefully it's received, in the manner that I put it out there, with all the love and concentration and focus and discipline and what have you. And then when you receive an award like the Coretta Scott or the Caldecott or what have you, then it's that gift, that your work has been received, and good job. And whether or not you get the gift or not, that reward, that acknowledgement, it's that treasure, that the part that is truly treasured is that journey that you took to get there.